So hi everybody, I've come back and I thought I'd use some of my items I got on the weekend. So what I thought I'd do was I'd do a sort of journaly page like I did on the day. Obviously it's not going to be the same products, it's the new ones that I've bought in the shop. So I've cut out a few of the die cuts. So these are the Gummiapan floral ones. So there's a sort of peony one and a daisy one. So I've cut them out twice just so I get the option to either use them all or to use one on perhaps a card or tag. So yeah, I'm quite excited to do this. So I've got one of the pieces of 12 by 12 card. Now this isn't watercolour, mixed media or anything. I did use mixed media paper from Ohuhu on the day, but this is just going to stay at 12 by 12, and I'm going to just do that so you can see the whole piece of 12 by 12. And I'm just going to make it kind of a sort of flora and fauna sort of page, a sort of nature type page. That's what I'm going to do. So I wouldn't normally map out where I'm going to do the particular design. I just tend to say I've got something in my head, I'll do something like that with, you know, a theme. So the theme obviously for these two that I did at Kenilworth that was just sort of an arty type page, and that one was the sea, the beach, and all the things that sort of surrounded that. That was the actual one I did on the demo, I think. That was one I had done previously. So I think this time I'm going to keep it around nature. I'm going to try and do a few wee bits around nature, and probably just using the products of the stamps and things. I don't think I'm going to use too much more. So of all the things oh dear, would like to have out, but what I thought I would do is that I would use some of the Luscious Powders actually on this area. Now I wouldn't normally do this, but this is what I've decided I'm going to do. So I've got this wee mixed media mat here, so if I bring that in a bit, and I use that for just to use. So this was used at the weekend as well. I did give a bit of paper away to a person that wanted it. So basically these shimmer powders and these Luscious powders are similar. They do a similar thing. So, you know, I could use either of these. But what I thought was I'd try a little bit on my project just to see how it goes. So I'm going to just pop some water down from my spritzer, and I like how that beads there. And then I'm going to just get one of my brushes I have here, because the brushes I used on Saturday were awful. I bought new ones, but they were actually not very good at all. So I'm just going to use this one, and all I'm doing is taking a wee bit out, popping it down, and then I'm going to mix it up like a paint. That's what I did on one of the projects. And then I'm just going to decide that I'm going to have probably it more kind of like this. So it looks a mess at the minute, but I promise you it won't be a mess by the end. So just that nice kind of colour, just along like that. And also I can get my little scoochie. Where is it? I had it. So I can just do a bit of that as well. Just to make it less sort of I always feel lines like that sort of make it look too, I don't know, just, I want it more of a relaxed kind of flow to it. So this is just a sort of wee backgroundy part here. It's just somewhere to put all the other bits that I'm going to pop on, really. So that's that really done. Could just put a bit down there, just some wee bits there. I don't want to overly do it, so that's probably all I'm going to do. Now I need to get some wipes today because I don't have, if I can get them open, she says. I think my cloth that I had is dried up. So it's dried up a bit, so just wipe that back. And then I can just even wipe some of that back a bit as well. To just give me, it should dry quite quickly because it's not loads and it's not like, you know, it's not like big lot of water that's going on, it's just a little bit of water, that's fine. Just wipe this away now and pop that in the bin. So that, I think it's not quite dry, so I think I'm going to dry it and then I'll come back. Right, so I've dried that off, and what I want to do now is I want to start just doing some stamping. So I've got these stamps which are Globeland. I've not used them yet, so I just thought they're quite nice. So they're different sort of background textures that I want to sort of add. So I'm thinking of this one just now. So let's take a wee block to pop it onto. And I'm thinking I will go with, where is it? Where did I put it? Over here. I brought it out and then didn't bring it to the table. So I'm going to use Shady Lane, which is a VersaFine Clear, and these they're not water reactive, so that's good. So we're going to put that there. And that just gives us that. And I'm going to do another bit, just kind of here, and a bit there, which is second generation stamping, and one more piece. So really it's just about building up layers, really, as you know. Just put that one up there. So that's that one. Now I would quite like to use this one here at the top, this sort of diamond sort of one. And I'm going to use some walnut stain. Just, I think, no, let's use forest moss, because I want to keep it sort of greenery colours. So actually, before I do that, I'm going to put some, I'm going to just turn this round because it's still got remnants of that, what do you call it, Luscious Powder. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my, because this one is a oxide, I'm just going to spray it and then I'm going to print it onto here. So I'm printing, it didn't really work very well, did it? I was printing probably too watery. That's okay, let's try it again. Up here. That's a bit better. Let's just see if I can just pull that back slightly. There's still a bit of it, you can see. So I know I said I wasn't going to cover the whole paper, but probably I will at somewhere. I don't know. So probably the best thing to get this to sort of stamp is put your colour down, pop a bit of water on it and then put your stamp into it. And let's try that, yeah. Slightly better. Probably because it's not a watercolour paper. Well, that's okay. I don't mind that. There we go. So, it's deciding to come off quite quickly. And yeah, I'll just leave that for the moment. Now, where's my... I want to just use this ink up and just put a little bit more smooshing in the Forest Moss colour. Just down there as well. So I just tend to look at it and see if it pleases me. I think, yeah, that's fine, I'll go with that. If it doesn't, I won't do it again, and I'll try and, you know, not hide it, but I'll try and do something to maybe, well, I suppose I will, to cover it up. And using layers like these, you usually can't cover stuff up. So don't worry about things if you do. Oh, I've made a mistake there, I can't do anything about it. Yes, you can actually do something about it. It's not. So we'll give this another wee dry. So back in a second. Right, I've dried that off now. So I'm thinking I should try and stamp some of these stamps now, just to see what we've got. So I'm going to use, where is it? I'm going to use the VersaFine Clear Shady Lane. I'm going to use this stamp first. So that's one of the Gummiapan stamps. Is it number? Is it? There we go. It's number 190700201. I don't know what it's called, but that's what you get. So let's try and just do something here. Let's see how it... that's quite nice, that, actually. It's quite a nice stamp, that. I quite like that. And then let's do a bit here as well, over that kind of area. I do like that, that's really nice. That's nice, it stamps really nicely as well. I can see a really nice couple of cards from that, doing different techniques. There we go, so that's slightly different because it's on top of those, but that's absolutely fine. So just, oh, don't put your finger in it, Shirley. Actually, probably better if I bring that to the stamp. When it's a larger stamp, it's usually easier to bring the ink pad to the stamp. I'm just going to put one down here as well, which is fine. And then you can, if sometimes you can, don't know if we'll be able to do a second generation for that one. Yeah, you can. And maybe a third generation. Not quite, but I mean, that's fine, that's fine. So I've done that one, then I've got this one as well. So let's see if we can put this on with this colour. I used this the other day, I opened it because I thought it was quite nice. So it's a June 6 chalk ink pad, multi-surface. So it's good for most papers and other porous surfaces. Drying time varies depending on your paper, keeping pad covered when not in use, and embossing is optional. It's acid free, non-toxic and fade resistant. Now let's just make sure that we don't get any excess. So I'm just wiping these edges because it shouldn't, but I don't want it going onto my paper, so this bit's not actually covered. So let's try and see anyway. So I'm going to pop that in there, like that. Yeah, it does come up, not quite as bright, but it doesn't matter, really, because, you know, I'm not particularly looking for it to be extremely bright. There we go. Let's try it in the middle here. And I can see a way that that could be used as well for other things. Let's see if we can do another regeneration of that one. Yeah, kind of a. That's fine. So let's wipe that one as well. So I tend to wipe all my stamps as I go along because I don't want them to be stained. So I'm going to use this wee leaf next. I'm not going to use that, I don't think. I will use, what have we got? Colour wise, that's not turn. I should have we do. We've got Morning Mist, which is a nice grey colour. So let's see, this is a small one, so you can take the small ones to the ink pad. Like that. Let's see what this is going to be like. Oh, that's quite nice. That is quite nice, isn't it? So this is just a really good way of, you know, it's so therapeutic, this type of thing. It really is, but it's a good way of, I mean, this can be a journal page. You could make this anything that relates to particular pictures that you might want to add to this. So last year I went on holiday to Austria, so I could make even this part of Austria by adding other things into it, which is what I'm going to be doing actually myself. I've got a big album that I'm going to do, separate sheets that I've made myself. So yeah, I really like that die. That's a die. I mean that stamp. That's cool. And then we've got some words here. So these words are, so actually that was the stamp here. So that was, for that stamp was 1890209. If you're interested, I'll put these all in the box, the information box below. Then this stamp, How Beautiful Life Is When You Are in the World, which is super, and that's 151000114. So, you know, that's lovely. And so what I want to do now is I'm thinking about these flowers here. I could just have them in white on top, which would actually, excuse me, look very nice. So let's just see what they're going to do. So that's not the right body for that one. Excuse me. So that could just, you know, you could have, I could have that on top, just like that. I think that that looks really nice. And if I come down, you can see it a bit better. And start having my wording. So I'm going to go in with my grey again, I think. Or will I use green? No, I'm going to use the grey. So I'm just going to cover that whole piece, and that just, as long as I make sure it's up the right way, which is that way, and then I can just pop on wherever. Like that, because I think it's always nice to have some wee kind of wording in it somewhere, so that is really nice. So that's one lot of words I could pop in. There are other words I can pop in here. Let's see, so that was the stamp for that. So I will pop these in if anybody's interested in purchasing them. So also, I've still got some of these bits. So here's a few bits I might want to add. So I've got this sort of wee checkered bit here. So I've got a block just there. Now I might want to, I think I want to add a bit of a darker colour in. So I'm going to go in with this walnut stain, which is quite dark. I've had this ink for ages, I really have. It still works. So I'm just going to go under here a bit, just to add something else, because remember it's all about layers. But I mean, I could add layers as in extra bits of paper, which I am here. So there we go. I'm going to put another bit there. That's fine. So I'll just wipe that as well. And then I'm going to add the, let's see, I didn't wipe this, did I? I'm going to add the floral one as well now. So I'm thinking what colour could I add, because I've got lots of greens and turquoisey colours and I don't know if blue, I maybe could add the blue. So this is Warm Breeze. So let's just add this floral. And this could actually just go in here somewhere. Now I will add these flowers on in a second. I just want to put a few of these on. Maybe one down there, sort of out of it, one there. So these are just where it looks pleasing to me. I'm thinking I'll just have one there. And you know, I could do another second generation, third generation, just whatever is pleasing to you. And I mean, play about with these things for a while before you actually do anything. So I think that's all my stamping done, and all my well, what I might actually do is, just so I've got another piece of something that's lifted, I'm just getting some cuts of the paper from Saturday, so I'd quite like to put that piece doubled up. So I've got this one, so I'm going to pop it up on this piece of paper, this stamp, with the grey Morning Mist again, and then I'll cut it out and I'll pop it on to there. Just make sure that, so this is onto the Silk and Weave card, so it doesn't really matter. So I can pop that up onto there, I can cut that out and pop it up. So what I'm going to do now is get rid of that and that, so I don't put my elbow in it or something. So I'm going to get these lovely long shears from Tonic that I really do love. I got them, I actually won these, it was a giveaway. A giveaway on Tonic. Tonic Studios was on, I think, live on Instagram, and me never think nothing. I don't never win anything. Won these plus some other products, but yeah. So I got these. I really do like these. These are good. These are good. So pop that into the bin, and then I'm just going to pop that onto some foam pads over here. I'll take this to Kenilworth as well. This frisbee, as I called it, but I see my plug must have been somewhere stuck into it, but that's okay. I had it, obviously I had my heat tool with me, and I think that must have jabbed into it, but oh, it's fine. It's fine. So a couple of bits there. Don't normally use these to cut this, but just because they're there. And another piece down the middle. And then we'll get on to these flowers. And just put that over there, and that just adds to that as well. Could do quite a few bits like that, but I'm not going to. And then I'm just going to add these on. So I've got my trusty glue. I don't think I'm going to colour these in at all. What's my glue been doing? So I'm just going to, hopefully the glue's going to come out. Oh yes, it did. Just pop these on. I'll pop my stems on as well. Put one a bit further up, I think. And then just pop these stems on. Just underneath there. Like that. Go. So that one's kind of, that's better. Just pop that under there, and you know, there's lots of other things you could stamp on that and do, but that's just another idea. So thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed it, and I will come on and do a little tag as well. So, see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.